Quote, I might be going on tour soon, so come see me, end quote. 8 words typed onto Ayra Starr's own Instagram story on Saturday, hours after she walked off a London stage. And that is the entire announcement. No dates, no venues, not one country named. Normally, I'd tell you to ignore a vague artist post, but the timing on this one is doing a lot of work. That's today on Ghana Songs TV. I'm Bright with Ro and Chine. Ro, set the scene, because plenty of people saw that tease without seeing the week it came out of.
Happily, because the details matter. Friday the 21st of August, Victoria Park, East London. All points east. Ayra Starr topped the billing on the North Arena. Not a mid-afternoon slot, the top of that stage. She came out backed by a full troupe of dancers. From the album, she performed Hot Body, Who's That Girl, and Tornado. Then she went into the catalogue. Rush, Commas, Bloody Samaritan, and people who were in that field describe it as a church-style sing-along. The whole arena on the words. She also brought out a guest for the first ever live performance of their collaboration. Amazing. Never done on any stage before that night. And across the day, 45,000 people were on that site, with Tems and Jorja Smith on the same bill. So this was not a small showcase where retortees would be noise. This was one of the biggest days of her career, in the city that decides whether an African artist gets a European circuit.
And Ro, what gets me is what happened before Friday. On Thursday the 20th, she did a surprise pop-up at the Moxy Hotel in Stratford, a 10-minute walk from that park. No announcement, just an appearance. Fans in a hotel lobby with her, selfies, a photo booth, and Moxy put out official photos afterwards. There's one of her in a black dress by that photo booth, looking genuinely delighted. That is not a contractual obligation face. Here's my honest take. Artists do not schedule an intimate fan pop-up the day before a festival slot by accident. That's a warm-up. That's testing whether your core fans in a city will show up for you in a room, not just in a crowd of 45,000 who came for 6 other acts. It worked. 2 days later, she posts, I might be going on tour soon. She was measuring demand.
That's the read out back, and here's why it's more than a throwaway line. Ayra Starr has an album out, Starrgirl, and I'll be straight. There's no verified public first week streaming figure output on this channel, so I'm not quoting one. But you don't need a number to see the shape of an album cycle. You release the record, take it to a major festival, test the new songs on a crowd that didn't come for you, and watch which ones land. Hot Body, Who's That Girl, Tornado, that was the audition. If they hold up next to Rush and Commas, then you have a set list. And a set list is what you need before you announce a tour. The tease landing right after the festival is the tell. She's not floating an idea. She's sitting on routing that isn't signed off yet.
One honest caveat, because we owe people that. She gave no dates, no venues, no countries, until a promoter announces it's a tease. And artists have teased tours that quietly never happened. What I'd really watch is whether Africa is on it at all, because that pattern keeps repeating with our biggest exports. London, then North America, then Europe again, and Lagos or Accra get one date at the end if they get one.
Fair, though posting it to a story rather than a grid post tells you she knows it's soft. Stories disappear. That's a low commitment way to gauge reaction.
Which is exactly why the reaction matters. Tell us in the comments, if Ayra Starr announces a tour this year, do you think Ghana and Nigeria get real dates or a footnote? Subscribe and we'll have it the moment dates land.